Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey.
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck no! So much balls. There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh, hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucked with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby.
Oh! Yay! It's over. Can you get the Pepsi, babe, please? Ciao. I hope y'all enjoy Smackdown because it is over, ladies and gents. Yes, it is over. Hello, Nika. How are you doing? Hello, Kayla. How are you doing? Hello to Kenny. Hey. Hello, Hiram. Donnie's here. Hey, babes. Now, y'all don't know, Nicole went to the show, so she probably not going to pop in. She may or she may not, but hey, Nicole, girl, I know you had fun. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad she went because Nicole be working hard and she deserved to be able to go somewhere and chill and have a good time. She earned that, okay? Now, listen. SmackDown was a very good show. It was well put together. It had some big highs and some lows for some. And of course, it made sure to set the tone for the next couple of weeks leading into Crown Jewel. Okay. And it gave us a little bit of insight into Bray Wyatt and what's really going on with him. Okay. Now, all of us know Bray Wyatt has never been a man of just simplicity. He's a complex creature. Okay. So when Bray Wyatt decided that he wanted to finish saying what he had to say from last week, I was very tentative to listen to what he had to say. Now, essentially what he said was he was, going to do a little bit of confessing. He was going to tell everybody the truth about some things. He was going to give you some hard truths, okay? Essentially, Bray Wyatt is just a vessel. He is there, and he's going to hurt some people. Some people are going to go down. Some people are not going to be able to come back up, and he's going to go through people to get where he's supposed to be. He said, and I quote, "I clearly answering to the circle." Now, one would have to ask, what does that mean? Okay, what is the circle? That would have to be probably the Wyatt Six. Each one of them is an entity of their own, and that would mean that he answers to them. Obviously, there's something that controls the Wyatt Six, and Bray Wyatt is probably, I don't know how you can explain it other than Bray Wyatt is its aspects Not The Circle on Netflix. Shut up, Donnie. Shut up with your stupid ass. Bray Wyatt essentially has broken himself down into 6 entities, I guess you could say. And the circle would exist in that form. But I'm not sure, but I am very curious about it. Now, he did finish saying what he had to say. He was very straightforward. There was no emotion in this particular conversation. It just was very simple. He said, I'm going to hurt some people, and I'm going to go through some people, and I'm not going to make any apologies for it. Now, did he say who exactly he was going to go through? No, that still remains a mystery. But he has made it clear that he has a goal. But we're still not sure of what that goal truly is, which kind of makes this fun. We get to watch, wait, and see. Yes, but we got some more glimpses of whatever it is that is controlling the circle. And Bray Wyatt, we got another glimpse of him, of course, and we got a new little key towards the end of the show. There was a QR code in there, but I am not going to waste my time to try to decode that QR code. I'm pretty sure somebody on Twitter has already done all the hard work for me, to that I say thank you very much, because I'm not doing it. Okay. With all that being said, though, Smackdown was a very good show. Okay. Legado del Fantasma was out, and they came and said what they had to say. Now, basically, Santos said, listen, we acquired a new piece to Legado del Fantasma to make us stronger, better, more polished, and more of a plausible threat to SmackDown. We're coming to SmackDown to do one thing and one thing only, and that is take over. And we're going to start with Hit Row. Now, Brianna and them is in the back. They watched. And B-Fab said, I ain't trying to hear all this bullshit. I'm going to get my hands on that little bat Mike Zelina Vega. And y'all going to take out Hit Row. Let's go. Sis said, I ain't with the shits. And I like they new t-shirts. Okay. I'm finna go to the shop right now, because I know they got them up there. Okay. We're finna go to the shop right now and go check it out. All right. Now let's go down and see what happened. The first kickoff of the show started out with Sheamus and Solo. The match was really, really good. And between the two of them, they was getting their hits off. Now, and on the outside of the ring, it seems like the Brawling Brutes and the Usos started to fight. This caused a bit of a distraction, to which led to the massive upheaval of the Brawling Brutes. So essentially, the Usos took out Ridge and Butch, laid them out, and then turned over the announcers table on top of them so they couldn't get up. Then they held it down so they couldn't get up. Now, Sheamus was in the ring, of course, trying to not be distracted, but Sami Zayn was another factor that he had to contend with. The Honorary Usos tried to distract him at first. It didn't really work. He was able to kick him down. This led to him getting in the ring and almost getting off the Brogue Kick, but Sami was able to get up and hold him down from attacking Solo again. Solo was able to get the drop on Sheamus, kicked him, did his move, finisher, match is over, Solo wins. To bring down the Brawling Brutes in their entirety, he made sure that Sheamus was attacked with the chair. They put the chair around his arm, and they hit his arm repeatedly with that chair. Sheamus suffered a hairline fracture in his arm. Now, they didn't say if he was going to be out or if he was going to wrestle with the cast. They did not say. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, Sheamus is engaged to his fiance, and they were planning to get married within the next month or so, I want to say. So maybe Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes will still be gone, or Sheamus more specifically will be gone for a little while, and then he'll be back. Kind of like how Corey and Carmella went and got married, were gone for about a week, and they were able to come back and go to work. The same thing might happen with Sheamus. This might be like a kayfabe thing where they let him, go about his business, and then he of course, is able to come back and, wrestle and is not necessarily injured. Okay. With all that being said, I love this match. I thought this match was great. Now, the next match on the night that we saw was Sonya and Liv's match. Now, Liv Morgan was living her best Harley Quinn life. Okay. Uh, I don't know what happened to sis after she had her match with Ronda Rousey, but she seems to have developed some type of pain kink, which I stand by. All wrestlers have one. I don't care what nobody says, because there is no way that you can suffer all of them attacks, getting hurt like that, getting your ass whooped like that, taking them heavy ass bumps, having welts on your ass from running the ring ropes, and then still get up the next day and say, I'm finna go do this shit again. Your ass like that shit. You got a pain kink. I don't want to hear it. It's the truth. Okay? Liv Morgan was out there wrestling with Sonya, and for the most part, it was a good even back and forth between the two girls. But the tide changed as Sonya began to taunt Liv during her match. Okay? For whatever reason, Liv Morgan did not she didn't respond the way most people would, which would be to use that as like you irritated from being hit and talked about and taunted. No, Liv relished in it. She enjoyed it. She loved it. She was sitting there just smiling and cheesing and enjoying all of that ugliness that Sonya was laying out. And got to the point where the bitch started getting up, started hitting herself in the face, talk about hit me, Sonya, hit me. I'm like, girl, if I was Sonya, I'd have said pineapple. Safe word, bitch, because something is wrong with you. Okay? I need to get the fuck out of here. I know Sonya was just standing there. She said, what the fuck? What is this? Girl. She came out there in her Harley Quinn-esque looking gear with the clown like the tears under her eyes. Dark Liv has emerged, honey. And she ain't with the shits. Now, she got disqualified. They both got a double count out because she was out there beating the hell out of Glitter Scar. And as the ass whooping progressed, Liv decided to take it a few thousand steps further and got the girl in the ring, put all these chairs in there, and suplex the girl off the top rope onto the chairs. Child, she messed Sonya back up. Her bike is messed up, girl. She was standing up there laughing and cheesing. She tried to spread her lipstick, but she had on that transfer-proof style lipstick. See, Liv, what you got to do is get some of them old whore lipsticks, okay? The kind that's cream-based, look matte. You got to get some of them old whore lipsticks, okay? That's the only way you're going to have that smear effect so you can look crazy. Ask Chelsea. She know which ones to get. She know. I promise you she know which ones to get. Okay. Now listen, Rey Mysterio had a match with Ludwig today. It was an okay match. Now in the match, towards the end of the match, the two goons of Imperium, one of the goons of Imperium and the ring general Gunther decided they was going to try to attack Rey while he was out there. But Rey had to trick up his sleeve, a la his old friend, Eddie Guerrero, okay? Because Eddie used to use the chair to his advantage, but in a very unique and specific way, okay? He would make it seem like he got hit with the chair, but he really did, which is exactly what Rey Mysterio did. And that got them two thrown out. And Ludwig and Rey continued the match. A 619 was hit, and Rey Mysterio beat Ludwig. And I'm pretty sure next week it's going to be Gianni versus, or is it Giovanni? Is his name Giovanni?
Whatever.
It's going to be Giovanni versus Rey Mysterio next week, and that's probably not going to happen. But yeah, that's what happened in that match. Okay, we got another cameo. He said, okay, cheap ass. Child, I'm telling you, she got to get the cheap ones. My ass hurts from sitting. Okay, well, stand up and do some squats, girl. You got to do some squats or lean up and do some, I don't know what the girls call it, but I don't know. I call them cheek lifts. You just got to move your cheek muscles. You lean up and move your butt cheek muscles. You do it to the rhythm. The stripper girls know how to do it. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it on camera. But you just sit down and you gotta spread your legs out a little bit so you can stretch, and then you can move those cheek muscles. And that'll help. That'll help get your butt together, child. I'm just trying to help you out. You ain't gonna twerk. It's not a twerk. I don't know how to explain it. Because you're sitting, you're not twerking. You just gotta move them booty muscles while you're sitting down. And if you spread your legs like you get ready to do a full split, and sit with your legs. So sit down, legs spread out, right? You can feel your butt muscles, so you just gotta flex it a little bit. That way, it'll kind of free up some of that pain because it's tired of sitting like that. I'm telling you, I don't know no other way to explain it. But you can't do it. The girls that twerk do it. They call it ISOs when the girls that twerk do it. Because they can literally make one butt cheek move and move the other one. And then they do it on the rhythm. You know what I'm talking about, babe? But I'm just... It sounds so weird when it goes out. It sounds better in my head than it do when I say it out loud.
Think T-Pain.
Right. Oh yeah. You
work.
do the booty work. Booty work. Booty work. Booty work. Booty work. Booty work. Go ahead. I like that song. Go ahead. That was a good one. That's a good. We're gonna have to watch Ludwig be abused one more time. I think it's gonna be Giovanni next week. I don't think it's gonna be Ludwig. But he's probably going to involve himself in the match for sure. And then the match with Rey Mysterio. Right, Aaliyah, you got it. The match with Rey Mysterio and Gunther is going to happen on in 2 weeks, right before Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel is Saturday. And more than likely, everybody's going to already be in Radiah. So they're going to be probably pre-filming the show for Saudi. They're gonna probably pre-film that. Yeah, because they're not gonna want to get them caught up in a situation that they had the very first time they went to Saudi. So with them going to Radiah and everything like that, I think Triple H is going to prepare. Triple H always has a contingency plan in place, which is one of the reasons why I really, really love him, because he's smart enough to make sure he has a plan B. Everything does not ride on plan A. You know what I'm saying? And he has a backup. There's a backup when shit goes wrong. So in this case, I think in 2 weeks, they're going to have certain matches on the show, but that stuff's going to be pre-recorded and they're already going to be in Saudi. With all that being said, Ronda Rousey was on the show today, and it seems that Ronda Rousey has gone full heel, honey. Okay. And Ronda was like, I'm going to get the hell out of Ohio. I was like, wait a minute. Nah, shit. Ohio is not that bad. You ain't going to talk about Ohio because we ain't that bad. Nah, damn it. Right. Right. I'll be disrespecting us. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I still am shit. I like Rhonda. She's funny. I feel like she said that for me. I'm like, girl, don't you test me now. Don't you put me in that position. Anyway, she said she was issuing an open challenge, and Kayla asked her, she said, here, baby, hold this for me, please. She said, is that open challenge for the WWE Universe? And Rhonda was like, for the universe, they don't like me. They don't give a fuck about me. She said, when they got the opportunity, they shit on me. They don't care about me. They treat me like trash. She was like, and then I'm just like, fuck them. I do what I want to do for me. I came back for me because I wanted this damn title. And I took it from their little glitter Cinderella. And I said, bitch, not a glitter Cinderella. She couldn't call her a glitter thot. I done did it. They just had to mute that shit. Oh. One of the last songs T-Pain got popular on before he fell off of the planet for those like 10 years. Well, I mean, he wasn't off the planet. T-Pain was making music. It just wasn't his own music. He was writing and producing for just about every artist that has been out over the last 10 years. And he just didn't want to make music himself because he was in his own little head about it. And Usher kind of fucked him up. Like, Usher basically told him that he single-handedly killed R&B. It was his fault why R&B didn't pop off no more, why R&B was not the number one genre of music. And I was like, whoa, that's a bit much. Like, that's fucked up. You know, I'm like, first of all, Usher might want to blame himself a little bit because he fell off after. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. It's not like that is a curse word. It's an acronym. But babe, we all know what that means. Yes. Yes, we do. So let's move on. Damage Control went up against Raquel and Shotzi, and for the most part, the match was okay. I don't know what the fuck Bayley had on, but Bayley brought her ass out there in all of the damn the jumpsuit and the entire all of the cables and yarns that she could find because she was finna go bungee jumping. She either went right before or she going after. I said, Bayley, what the hell? What girl? I said, girl, I don't know what you got on, but ma'am, girl, it was a mess. An acronym or a synonym? It definitely is an acronym. It definitely is an acronym. Give me my cup, babe. Thank you. Oh, that's good. These pants had no pockets. I was like, Pammy, why are you doing this to me? Hell no. Acronym, that hole over there. Ask Don what it could be a synonym for. And just wait for his answer. So, for the most part, hi, Tirza. For the most part, this match was okay, but there was a botch here. Raquel was supposed to throw Dakota away from Io and Shotzi. She ended up dropping her, and Dakota was able to break up Io from getting pinned. It was a botch. That was not supposed to happen. At least that's the way it looked to me. It can be spun into a situation where she threw her, she didn't throw her far enough, and she landed on the girls, right? But it did not look like that's what was supposed to happen. It looked like a botch. Now she's scared to ask. But after that, they cleaned up and tightened up in the match, and it was okay. Ultimately, Io was able to hit her signature move, and the match was over. The Damage Control retained their championships, and Raquel and Shotzi are on the losing end of the stick. I think she slipped out from under her. I don't know. It just oftentimes in Damage Control's matches, there is not a lot of cohesion between the two of them. It happens in spurts, and then something goes wrong with one of them. Either Io slips or something happens, which that's normal. Things happen in matches, but I find that oftentimes their matches are not as clean as I have come accustomed to them being. And even when Bayley is in there, which I don't give Bayley a lot of shit, but it's just as a cohesive unit, they don't work well together. And I'm just I guess you could say I'm just overseeing them together. I'd rather they be split up and they go in different directions, and then we can see what they can do without it. But I'm just not. I'm just not a fan of it. It looked like Raquel might have threw her with a little too much force, and she just lost grip of her. Either way, it was on Raquel in this particular instance. If it was a botch, it was on Raquel. That part I agree with. It was completely on Raquel because Raquel was supposed to throw her. She was supposed to throw her away. Even if she was supposed to throw her on to Io, she was supposed to hit Io, which was supposed to break up the damn count. But she threw her and she did slip. So the girl landed on an awkward part of where Io and Shotzi were. And then she ended up hitting Shotzi to break up the count. So it was botched or another. I didn't like it. Like I said, accidents happen. I'm not like, oh, you could do better. No, I know it happens, but it's always something in a match with them. And I don't understand it. But either way, Raquel and Shotzi could not come up with the titles in the end. Dakota and Io and Bailey are still got the championships. Congratulations to them. There weren't a lot of matches on the show. They recapped Karrion Kross and Mom's back, babe. They recapped Karrion Kross and the situation with Drew. And Drew and Karrion are now on a no contact situation. If they touch each other and they have a fight of any kind, they will be reprimanded severely. However, there is a match scheduled for Crown Jewel for Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. They will be inside a steel cage. So there's that. They've added a new match to Crown Jewel, and it's going to be inside of a steel cage. Okay. Now, yep, they finally put it up on the WWE site. So let me go ahead and get this infographic. So currently, right now, we have the WWE Universal title being defended, a steel cage match for Drew and Karrion, a 6-man tag team match for OC and Judgment Day, and Bobby Lashley and Brock are just going to have a flat-out grudge match with each other. So there's that. Tisha said, I agree, and I think Bailey is phenomenal on her own and doesn't really need a faction. I understand and appreciate the sentiment of the goal, but all three of them need to go their separate ways until Naomi and Sasha return and they're in a storyline with them and take the titles back. I agree. They don't hit. And I just felt like they wasn't going to hit. They didn't hit from the beginning. And I was trying after the first few weeks, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait, but it just wasn't. It's just not doing it. And I kind of figured that it wouldn't because Io and Dakota and Bailey, they don't fit. When you make a faction, you need to make it with somebody who stands out, but then you put in people who click with her. Like if I was them and Indy was coming and I hadn't gotten like Dexter involved with Indy, right? I put Indy with Bailey for sure. You see what I'm saying? Somebody who needs a stepping stone. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I put Indy with Bailey. And who else would I do it with? I put Piper in there. I would put Piper and Indy in there with Bailey. Piper would be her enforcer, and Indy would be your lead out. That's a badass team right there. Piper and Indy as a tag team, that shit would knock to me. I love that. I was like, ooh, Drew got a new shirt. Who this? Not Goldberg somewhere sitting by the phone waiting for his Saudi call. He might. And it's okay. That happens in wrestling sometimes. 3 great individuals don't always equate to a great team or faction. That's true. 100% true. I'm not gonna dispute that. I was hoping it worked though. I genuinely was, because I know Bailey wants it to work because it's an all female faction, and they're gonna run with it for a little while. But after a while, they're gonna have to find a way to let it go, in my opinion. I bet Ludwig already got his chest spankings for today's loss. That's what I was referencing earlier. Oh, child, if he do, if he do whoop his ass, I'm gonna be cracking up. I'm telling you. Anyways, I was hopeful and I was so excited to see them at SummerSlam. Yeah, I was glad that they showed up at SummerSlam, but after a couple weeks went by, it just didn't work. Team Bad will always be the better three women factions. If that's what you like, babe. Me personally, I can do without Team Bella on many occasions. What? Maybe put Dakota back with Raquel at some point. I let Dakota fly on her own for a little while. Honestly, I don't think Dakota has to be in a tag team to work. And if Dakota can work the way that I know that she can, from what I saw in NXT on her way out when she was doing her character, she has glimpses of being able to do great things. She just has to be put in the right position. I think Dakota can do fine on her own, just as Io and Bailey definitely can. I mean, I just want to see what she can do given the more structured environment they have now in the E, and I guess you could say the little bit of more freedom that they have in the E to move. And I think they're actually listening to the superstars, which makes it even better. And I think that will allow Dakota to develop as a better superstar as well. So I wouldn't put her back with Raquel. I'd let her freak flag fly on its own for a little while, if that makes sense. Team Bella, the fuck? If that's what they like, I'm not gonna shit on it. It's not something they're not my cup of tea, darling. Now, Team Bad, they were okay, but I've never been a heel type of girl. But I respected Team Bad because it was made up of people who I know for sure could actually wrestle and do the job. They were some bad bitches. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I couldn't stand them. Ooh, I was mad at Naomi. I was like, girl, why? Like, but Team Bella, I will no. The only person I give credit in that group is Alicia Fox. Right. I tried to tell you, babe, she was in. Right. Take a deep breath, Tears, and get you a glass of wine and just breathe, girl. Just breathe, okay? Really, Team Bella? Listen, everybody allowed to have their damn opinion. You ain't got to agree, but they're allowed to have their opinion. Lay Cool was better than Team Bella, and they weren't even a faction. Well, I considered them to be a faction, but yes, they were. I hated them too. Them bitches used to get on my nerves. Ooh, Rickon. I couldn't stand them. Yep, go on sip. Keep on sipping, Tears. Team Bella couldn't even hold the roast for girls of this era, but float on, babe. Hello, everyone. Hello, Brandy. Funny because I'm sipping wine right now. I sip it slow, babe. Real slow. Slow so you get the full effects. Okay? Get you some cheese and some pickles. Get you some cheese and pickles. That seems to be your stilo. Do I got some pickles downstairs? I might need to throw them pickles out because I done had them pickles. Wait, do pickles go bad? Let me Google it. Hold on. Do pickles go bad? Once you open a jar of homemade or store-bought pickles, they can last up to 2 years in the refrigerator. Okay, I can just eat them. Just eat them 2-year-old pickles. Eat them. All right, I got me some pickles. What's that? The small? Okay. Thank you, baby. What's this? Sprite?
Looks like it.
Not pickle pops. All right, I feel like a Puerto Rican. I was mostly annoyed when they got with Vicky. That was an atrocity. Thank you, baby. That's fries. Thanks, mommy. Ooh, they still home. We got ketchup downstairs.
I think so.
You okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I have to check AJ's burger. This one mine, I think. Damn. Wow. Anyway, they did work. What a rough week at school. Well, time to go shopping tomorrow. Period. Shop for me too. Cause I'm on a buy-in freeze. So shop for me too, sis. Girl, I loves me some pickles. Okay, pickles get you together. Pickle pops, the gherkins, the hamburger chips, the big, thick, juicy ones. I feel like we are no longer talking about pickles. I love pickles. Did you just say home instead of warm? I did. I was quone, baby. It's quone. You got quone with Kenny and home. It's quone, baby. Yay, shopping. I'm going to make up shopping tomorrow after work. Ooh. I could not buy no more makeup. But if you can wear that balm foundation, you know, the kind, like the good apple balm foundation from KVD, there's one by Danessa Myricks that's really, really pretty. Because it breaks down really bad on my skin because I have oily skin. But if you don't have oily skin, that's a good foundation. Plus, all the holiday stuff getting ready to drop. And NARS just came out with some new lipsticks. Very cute. Taylor got some coin. Good. Pickles are delicious. Oh, I haven't been shopping in years, baby. I shops often, which is why I'm in trouble now. I was buying some of the vacuum sealers at Target. I'm going to try for these muffins. Do you, Kenny? I'm telling you. Pickle Pops, are they even good? I've never heard of Pickle Pops, honestly. Oh no, that's not gonna work, baby. My skin oily also. I can't use it because it doesn't work on my skin, but yeah. Yeah, get you a short cup with lids. Take the pickle juice, pour it up, freeze them. It's delish. I can't. I try to stay away from NARS because they test on animals, and I'm not about that. I thought they stopped doing that. I had no clue. People freeze a lot of things. The only time I really go shopping for Hako, what? Oh my god, y'all have to try frozen pickle juice. It slaps. Instead of posting about holidays, bring on boxes, I'm gonna make one first and then post about it. Gonna do it right this time. Period. Oh, homecoming. Okay. That's why I stopped using Mac because they still test on animals. I haven't used Mac in years. Honestly, I didn't really care for Mac when it was popping. We're gonna get back to wrestling y'all in a minute. There really wasn't a lot with SmackDown towards the end, but we're gonna get to it in a second. Just hold on. Hold on. Well, so here's the thing when it comes to Maybelline. They do not test on animals anymore, but they're not cruelty free because they contain products, ingredients that are not cruelty free. Or they're not on the cruelty free list, but they do not test on animals anymore. So they're not vegan or cruelty free because they use stuff like parabens and paraffin in their makeup, but they don't test on animals anymore. So that's a good thing. They used to back in the day, but they don't anymore. Are you doing Halloween Havoc tomorrow? Yes, I am. But she explained it. That's the reason I reiterated. Also gonna attempt some ginger snap cookies. Gonna bring back red velvet white chocolate chips too. Maybe make some green. I don't know yet about the green though. I think a good green and red velvet cookie combo pack would be cute. It's good for Christmas. And you can do sugar cookies too, Kenny, with red and green icing on it. And you're real good with the decorations on top. I would focus on doing cookies kind of similar to crumble, but maybe not as bad as crumble. Because your cookies actually are pretty decent. So I would do a special set of Benito box cookies for Christmas and just make them real pretty. You know how you got a really good ideas when it comes to decorations and like how you do your fondant on your cupcakes. You could do all of that on cookies and really make a killing and not be in the fucking kitchen for 3 hours baking goddamn cakes and focus on cookies. I think that's a bomb ass idea. Cause I got a lot of traction with my chocolate chip marshmallow cookies that I posted on Instagram a few weeks back. Child, I was like, let me get into the cookie game with Kenny. Start fucking up her shit right quick. Anyways, y'all, before we start getting into personal stuff, we done already did that. But anyway, Logan Paul had the last 10 minutes of the show. I'm just gonna sit here. He had the last 10 minutes of the show. Basically, he was like, I know you all, you WWE, you know, all y'all WWE heads is counting me out. And I understand, but you shouldn't. I mean, everybody's counting me out, but look at me now. I'm like, yeah, look at you. Being pimped out by the WWE. Ain't it a blessing? It's something to admire. They pimping your ass out. They gonna get all their money's worth out you, baby. You don't know how the game works. It's very, very simple, honey. You get to live out your dream on being on TV, and everybody gets to see you and hate to see your grimy little face on television. Whereas you get to go on TV and tell everybody how you done it all. You fulfilled the dream, and everybody's counted you out, and you're gonna make it so that when they count you out, you just gonna count in and become the new WWE undisputed universal champion because you thrive in being the underdog, right? What you fail to realize is there's a big ass brick wall stopping you from doing that. Now, everybody might give Roman Reigns a lot of flack, okay? Because we know that man cheat. We know that man be going in, okay? But listen, Joseph is 265 pounds. That is nothing but some blood running through his veins. If you think that just because you were able to best the Miz, which let's keep it real, I won't shit on what you were able to do wrestling wise. I was very impressed with your prowess, the way you wrestled, your ring awareness. It is very, very good. Had you had not been such a dick, I'd be giving you all the praise in the world, okay? But here's the thing. I'm only going to praise you for the thing that you did that was good. Anything else, I can give less than two fucks about. But I know this. You being WWE champion in this day and age would turn this industry on its head. It is not a good idea. It is stupid. It will topple everything that WWE has been able to build, and it will make it so that that belt is a mockery. You cannot do that. You just can't. Okay? Out of respect for every champion that has held that title prior to Roman, absolutely the fuck not. I don't care how long you've been respecting the tradition of wrestling. I don't care if you've been a traditional wrestler. I don't care. You're not a superstar. You're just not. You're not going to be able to dedicate the time and the effort that it takes to hold that belt, and you just don't have it in you. And it's not that you're not capable or that you can't be a superstar in the E. That's not the point. You just ain't it. Having Logan Paul hold that championship would be one of the biggest mistakes that Triple H would ever make in his career. He has to be smarter than that. That is not happening. No matter how many ways people try to change it, slice it, oh, it's possible. It is not. It is not possible. It's not fucking smart. It's just not. It's just not. The WWE would be under fucking scrutiny. Are you kidding me? Okay? Under scrutiny. There's so many great affordable makeup brands now that are such good quality, and most are better than higher end brands. Like Juvia's Place is one of my favorite brands. The quality is fire. I always buy Juvia's Place stuff. I have every single palette Juvia's Place has ever made except for one, and that's because I gave it to Alexis because the palette just wasn't for me. But it's a beautiful fucking palette, and I gave it to her when she came to visit. Oh, you could do your version of the soft grocery store cookies. Yeah, and they could taste better. Oh, I meant to tell you, I finally found the shade in the Juvia's Place foundation. Oh, and I love that fucking foundation. I have to re-up on that foundation. I really do. That dude in the Randy Savage jacket was carrying that freaking show with his signs. I was dying laughing. I can't. Logan looked like he snorted a line or two before he got out, right? Like he was wide-eyed and shit. I was like, Jesus, what is going on? Tish said, I'm not praising him for shit. Especially after he tried to come for Bad Bunny. Fuck him for all eternity. Wait. What you talking about? Wait, what you talking about? What are you talking about? Him going after Bad Bunny. What he say about Bad Bunny? Because we'll fight. What he say? What he say? Because I will bust his ass, okay? Him and that roller curl he got in the front of his head, child. He had to roll and set his shit at night. So it get that good banana flip, girl. Tear his ass up. The way the IWC would go off, the entire fuck off, not off, but off. Yeah. Okay, Kenny. Okay, because absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not happening. It'd be like David Arquette all over again but with whiter teeth and a side of racism. Girl. Hello, Quan. Now listen. Earlier in the night, Jey Uso and them was relishing in what they did to Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes. Now the order came down from the tribal chief that they were not to engage with Logan Paul in any way, shape, or form. They were to leave him alone. Roman would deal with him in due time. Now Jey Uso overstepped his bounds because Sammy reminded him, leave Logan alone. We don't want him to think that he's in our heads. And Jey Uso was like, yeah, you're right, Uso. You're right. But I'm a hothead, right? I'm a hothead. So I might comply and I might not. Well, he didn't. He ended up taking Logan Paul out. If he had left Logan Paul where he was, there wouldn't have been nothing to say. Everything would have been cool. But he got a little too overzealous. Logan Paul was able to gain his composure and he knocked the man out. Or so he made it look like he did. Laid out, Sammy just standing there. There was no Jimmy. There was no Solo. There was nobody. It was just Sammy and Jey Uso. I said, Lord, 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 Lord. Have mercy, Father. Have mercy, Father. He accused Bad Bunny of secretly benefiting from the tax cuts in Puerto Rico, basically accusing him of not paying taxes. The man lives in Puerto Rico. The man is from Puerto Rico. So if he benefits from tax cuts, so what? You benefit from tax cuts too, bitch. Your ass ain't paying no motherfucking taxes as no millionaire. You get damn tax breaks just for making millions of dollars. Are you serious? What taxes are you paying? I'd like to know. Run them down to me. Run them down. Because you ain't paying no fucking taxes, bitch. You worried about his goddamn taxes. You need to be worried about your own shit. Fuck out of here. The man lives in fucking Puerto Rico. So yeah, he's going to get tax cuts. But nobody says nothing about the fact that you get tax cuts just for being rich, right? You get a tax cut for having a company. You run all your shit through your company so you don't have to pay no fucking taxes. Oh, yeah, I know the game. I know the game. I know what y'all do. Y'all don't really have anything in your name. Everything is in the LLC. Everything is under the LLC. Everything is under the EIN. You don't have to pay taxes the way that we pay taxes. Y'all want the game? That's the game. That's how they play the game. They go get a car, they put it under the EIN. They go get a house, they put it in the LLC's name. In the LLC, it's under the EIN. That way, none of that stuff has any taxes, not personal taxes. and they can take a tax cut off of it. They get a tax break for this, a tax break for that. Girl, it's a rat race out here. But the businesses and shit, oh, they reaping the fucking benefits. Millionaires, oh, they reaping the fucking benefits of having these tax breaks. So while he worried about Bad Bunny's taxes, ain't nobody checking yours. So you better shut the fuck up and mind your business. The sign had a sign that said Sammy is Jay's new daddy, which was repetitive but still true. Well, Logan, sir, let's not forget you was publicly benefiting for a second from a suicide forest, so sit down, period. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Facts, kidney. It ain't even that. Like, his ass was also benefiting off of that fucking documentary where they was trying to figure out if his brother was a sociopath. He literally went on his podcast and was telling everybody that he was a sociopath and that's how he knows he's a sociopath, but he's not utilizing that as a means of making money or doing any, like, he literally was trying to capitalize off of being a sociopath. So when you can stop being a piece of shit, then you could talk about somebody else, okay? Other than that, no banana flip. No. That's why you're going to lose at Crown Jewel, honey. Okay? That's why you're going to lose. Anyway, Jey Uso ended up laid out. Sami Zayn on the damn apron, and he just sitting there like, child, we gonna be in trouble. And you are absolutely right. Because when Roman tell you to do something, it's do what I tell you to do, not what you want to do. Somebody gonna get chewed out. Now, whether it be Sami Zayn as an honorary Uso or just simply Jimmy for not fucking listening, it don't matter. Somebody getting chewed out on Friday. And child is gonna be a mess. Him and his brother are scumbags. Well, WWE don't have a problem with no scumbags, baby. They ain't never had no issues with a good old scumbag. Now, Crown Jewel is shaping up. Roman Reigns is going up against Logan Paul. They got this shit set up like a boxing match. The fuck? Brock Lesnar is going up against RoboCop. We got Lego Goro going up against RoboCop, and the boys have been fighting for 2 weeks. It has been volatile. It has been messy. Each Monday Night Raw has been more and more mess. Just absolute anarchy going down. Every time these two niggers get in the same vicinity of each other, they can't help but whoop each other's ass. Oh, it's terrible. Then we got the OC going up against Judgment Day and Dominic. Rhea Ripley probably will not be there due to, Saudi being a place where women are not exactly, needed or wanted. If she is there, she would have to be fully clothed. And some of her tattoos, if they are offensive, she would have to cover them up completely, as would Gallows and Anderson, and maybe Dominic as well, depending on the tattoos and what they represent. But these two factions are going to be fighting at Crown Jewel. And lastly, they just announced this week that Karrion and Drew will both compete at Crown Jewel as well. And another person with heavy tattoos. If Karrion's tattoos are a bit offensive, then he probably will have to wrestle covered as well. And Scarlett probably will not be able to go out there with him, or she might, but she would have to be fully covered to go out there as well. So that's happening in a few weeks. Next week, Bayley is going to get another chance at Bianca's Raw Women's Championship. Now, I don't know what they're going to do, if this is going to lead to Bianca defending the title in Rhodiah or not, but they are going to have a championship fight for this title on Raw next week. All right, and on next Tuesday, it's Tag Team Title Tuesday on NXT. The girls, if you can. The girls are fighting. And then we got Pretty Deadly going up against Blade and Anafe. Now, these two dudes have been a tag team for quite some time and have never gotten a true shot at the tag team titles. Now, while I adore Pretty Deadly and their antics and their mess as tag team champions, Idris and Blade could get a little cute time as champion, in my opinion. If you can make Long Chin and her boring twin sister the tag team champions and them be burned as champion, then you can give Malik and Idris an opportunity at these titles and give them a championship for a short title reign. It ain't gonna kill you, Trip, and Sean. Okay, let them do something. Did you talk about the Bray promo from earlier? Yes, I did. You missed that. I did. Dominic. Well, he do not fit. He do not fit. So I'm gonna say and Dominic because Dominic is not a part of Judgment Day. He's just there with his weak ass. His daddy's still outshining him. Still outshining him. It's a mess. Titty crops definitely grew on me, right? Them titties. They got them titties tittying. Them tittles. Them tittles is tittying, honey. Anyways, tomorrow is Halloween Havoc, ladies and gentlemen. And I am actually excited for Halloween Havoc. I really cannot wait. I'm going to make some baked ziti tomorrow. No, I'm making homemade hamburger helper tomorrow. I think I'll make baked ziti next week. Yeah. So I'm making hamburger helper tomorrow. It's going to be homemade hamburger helper. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be cheese based instead of gravy based like my daddy make. But we're gonna make some homemade hamburger helper tomorrow. And I'm gonna make vegetables. We're gonna eat good, honey. We're gonna eat real good. My apologies, Your Excellency. No, it's fine. You were just late, so you missed it. So no need to apologize. She said one would say they are titillating. Yes, they are titillating. Or you have to say it like the African boys on TikTok, they are tantalizing. Yes. But I go with titillated. Kenny's a mess. Anyways, Halloween Havoc is tomorrow at 8 p.m. only on the Peacock Network. She said, I feel one. I haven't seen NXT enough to be excited at Halloween Havoc, but I'll be watching. I want to see what they're going to do because there's so many variables that could make Halloween Havoc really fun. The one thing that I love is that Shotzi's coming back to be the host. Okay? That's going to be fun. She said, I feel like I haven't seen NXT enough to be excited at Halloween Havoc, but I'll be watching it. It's going to be a good pay-per-view. Even if you haven't seen it, NXT, they usually recap it enough for you to be able to at least know what's going on. As long as you want to pay attention, I think that you'll be able to get the gist of what's going on. IDK, if it was a mix-up with Wade, but Sonya was stepping in for Mandy tomorrow. But Wade said that Sonya was stepping in for Mandy tomorrow, but Wade's like 80% right every other week. No, I think he meant that she... Yeah, I didn't like the last pay-per-view either, Tears. Not as much as I thought I would. It could have been so much better. But, and she's hosting with Quincy. Yeah, Quincy gonna be by her side, child. The last NXT pay-per-view I didn't really like, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for this one. I think this one is going to be a better pay-per-view. Halloween Havoc usually is, so I'm rooting that it's going to be a great pay-per-view. That's what I'm going to stick with. The good thing about the last pay-per-view that they had was the match between, who was it? It was Carmelo and somebody. It was Ricochet and Carmelo. That match was fucking fire. It was so good. It was such a good match. I swear, if Mandy don't drop this title, the way I want Sonya to attack and be like, bitch, you owe me this title for a shot. Girl. I'm going to say I don't know for sure, but I want Alba Fire to win. But I mean, like I said before, I think they're going to have Mandy retain and have her keep it so she can celebrate her 1 year as champion. And then shortly after, she's probably going to drop it. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. She said, bitch. I rewatched that match with Ricochet and Carmelo. It was so good. It was such a good match. The tag team match was okay, but it was a good match too, but that was all I can remember. What's Alba's real name again? Yeah, it's Kaylee Ray. It's Kaylee Ray. You know what match I may go back and watch because it was Puto Fuego. Match 3 of Nathan versus Axiom. Listen, Terza, if I know that you haven't been able to watch NXT for a while, but baby, when I tell you that match with Axiom and Nathan Frazier was everything, and if you ever lose your faith in wrestling, which I know for a fact that Tirza would never do that, like that match, Ricochet's match with Carmelo Hayes renews all faith in wrestling every single time. When you watch, you're gonna be like, oh my God. That match with Axiom and Nathan Frazier is an classic. That is definitely something I would sit and watch over and over again. It is so good. It was so freaking good. It was such a good match. I loved it. Loved it. But this match right here, like I said, I'm going to pay attention, but then again, I'm not, because I promised myself as long as Mandy was champion, I'm not watching her matches. So her match might be a bathroom break for me, and don't shit on me too much, but it just might be a bathroom break for me. And I'm not trying to be mean to Mandy. I know she's going through a lot, and I'm not trying to take anything from her, but I'm giving her the same treatment I would give anybody else. Me and Mandy just don't sit horses, and I don't fuck with her like that in that sense. Real life, I don't know Mandy like that, and I respect her for what she's able to bring to the table in regards to how she was able to reinvigorate her career the way that she did. I give her props for that. And like I said, I understand she's going through stuff. But kayfabe wise, me and her ain't set horses. I don't give a fuck. I'm not watching it. I don't want to watch it. If Alba don't win the title, I'm definitely not going to be interested. So I'll just let it play in the background, do some tinkering on my website, and I'll look up to see if she won. If Alba won, cool. If Mandy champion, then we just have to wait. Because I'm just not finna do it. I'm not finna torture myself, honey. She said Amanda is cool. I'm not gonna butcher that lady's name. Mandy Rose can smoke a dick and needs to drop the title. Babe, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So we're gonna move on to the other championships that's being contested. So we got the men going at it. Now, Dragunov was standing tall this past Tuesday on NXT. But McDonough, of course, was in the back. He was laid out. Kevin had been bounced, and Brian was laid out. But we saw Austin Theory standing his sneaky ass off into the corner somewhere, looking like he was going to use his damn Money in the Bank briefcase. What's wrong with you?
I tell you that I don't want to mess that up.
Wait, what's wrong?
I would, because that'll kill the vibe of what you're doing. I'll tell you that.
Is somebody hurt?
A little worse than that.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be back.
D-Shine just called me. One of our friends.
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you. I get on. Now Julio made me Scorpio, and I might hit your phone up with that bye. Listen my da. Listen that All of this love is toxic. All of this love is toxic. All these kisses and hugs and toxic. You a damn drug. If you don't wanna see me, if you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm over already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring. The weakness on my head, everything I live, baby, I'm okay. The time is running out, I'm gonna figure out what happened between us. And no, the time won't be waiting for us. I shouldn't be waiting for love. I guess I will raise on mine. The time won't be waiting for us.
Okay, y'all. Sorry, I had to talk to my husband right quick. I'll tell y'all about it later. Did they do a graphic card for Omos versus Braun? Because the sign the guy Brock said is that Shaq. Oh, is that Shaq? It's giving a little racist. He know damn well that motherfucker ain't Shaq, girl. Austin said he tired of getting knocked out trying to cash in on Roman. Okay. I don't blame him, to be honest with you. All big and tall black men do not look alike, sir. Facts. That's a word. Sidebar, I'm on the home stretch of this damn 451 pages. Page 400. Let's do this. Okay, Kenny, we gonna be on the road. Now, Ilya, JD, and Braun are on a collision course set for Saturday to fight for this NXT championship. I am of the firm belief that Braun is not going to retain this title and that JD is probably going to get it. I hope that Austin Theory cashes in his briefcase on JD and takes him out, and Austin Theory can be champion. I think that'd be an interesting thing. I saw what Austin did in Evolve as champion, and I'm pretty sure that he can do some really decent things. Thank you, baby. In NXT as champion. Plus, okay, Tirza. Plus it'll give it'll take Austin off of the main TV for a little while, and it'll give him, some relevancy for a bit. Hold on, y'all, I gotta put some ketchup on my burger. They didn't put no ketchup on there. I ain't get no mustard, no pickles. They don't love me. Damn. Should have told Mark, just give me 2 double cheeseburgers then. Maybe they'll make that shit right. I know y'all tired, but good no. Good Lord. All right. Last title to be defended. Now my cup. My straw in here. In the bag.
I grabbed the one that was in there.
Well, where's my straw?
Oh.
All right. So the ladder match is happening. Oh, that's good. The ladder match is happening. Nathan Frazier, Oro Mensah, Carmelo Hayes, Wesley, and fucking Von Wagner are all competing in the ladder match. Everybody was voting last time we did this for Wesley. In my heart says Wesley, but my mind says Von Wagner. I can't help it. I can't shake it. That's what is given. Roxanne and brown ass Cora is having a match. They having a spin the wheel, make the deal match, and they already made the deal. Their match is a weapons wild match, which means Cora Jade's black kendo stick is legal. She most definitely can use it in this match. Now, this past Tuesday, Roxanne was left standing tall when it came to Cora, and Cora was left scurrying out the ring. Now, the last time these two met up in a match, Cora ended up besting Roxanne by DDTing her on her kendo stick. We'll hope that Roxanne will be able to beat Cora and end this shit. Apollo Crews and Grayson Waller are going to link up in their match, and they're going to have a spin the wheel, make the deal match as well. Now, Chucky probably will make an appearance to do that, but of course, Shotzi is the host, so Shotzi may spin the wheel for these two. With all that being said, I think this is going to end up being some type of eye for an eye match or some shit like that. Either way, it's going to be interesting to see what their stipulation will be. And of course, the final match that I am actually looking forward to, more specifically, to watch Julius Creed beat up on this old face man, is the ambulance match. I haven't seen an ambulance match since Drew and Randy had one a few years back, and it was interesting to say the least. But this match, I hope, is better and good, just period. So Julius is going to be going up against Damon Kemp, but if Julius loses, Julius's brother, Brutus Creed, is out of NXT. It's going to be a strong one, honey. Definitely see Roxanne winning, but I still feel like Cora could win. Looks like you're at an impasse there, bud. With all that being said, that is Halloween Havoc. And tomorrow we will see how everything is going to go down on the show. Okay. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the live tonight. I got some personal matters that I have to take care of. So I will see you guys tomorrow after Crown Jewel, after Halloween Havoc is over. We're going to talk about Halloween Havoc and how things ended. I already have that live scheduled to roll after the show. So no worries. The after show is coming. We're going to have a good old time as we always do. Now, you see what I'm saying? A whole butt. just gave you a booty of a tomato. It's gross. Lazy bastards. Anyways, you guys can follow me on Instagram so you guys can see my commentary, which I still have to upload the last 2 videos of Smackdown tonight. You can also support the channel by donating to my Cash App because StreamYard is not free, honey. Support the channel. And of course, my other makeup channel is up, and I may go live over there once a week to just, shoot the shit with my people and see what y'all doing. So if y'all want to talk about makeup stuff, you can come over there on Thursdays. I think I may go live over there on Thursdays. And I'll sit in the room after AJ get off work and set up my little table and stuff, and we'll talk makeup shop. It's gonna be fine. Anyways, I'll just do it live, and whoever come in, whoever don't. Okay? So I hope everybody has a good night. I think Roger's gonna cost the Creed brothers the match. Okay. Anywhoosies, y'all go over to Down for the Count. I'm gonna recap the NXT Halloween Havoc storylines. I should have did it yesterday, but I forgot. So I'm gonna do it tonight, and you guys can listen to it on the podcast tonight if you want to. I'm gonna try and get it up as soon as possible. But Down for the Count is at Down for the Count 19 for Twitter and at D4TC_podcast for Instagram. We're on Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere that you can listen to podcasts. Okay. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy your nights, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Bye. Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Sack Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.